Kanye West's explosive revelation on Jamie Foxx's attempted murder. It's been a few weeks since Jamie Foxx was reportedly hospitalized in Atlanta following a severe medical emergency. So far, it's really been anyone's guess what happened to Jamie. His family hasn't revealed much about his condition, except for a statement where they claim that he's doing better and on the road to recovery. However, the timing of this illness as well as recent events in Hollywood have led to many questions about whether there seems to be something that's being kept from the fans. Considering that Jamie himself has been the subject of some controversy surrounding a revelation about Diddy and some of his outrageous parties, some fans have been quick to point out a recent rant that had Kanye West highlighting the crazy lengths that members of the Hollywood elite have reportedly gone just to silence people who might spill their secrets. Everyone might have dismissed Kanye at the time, but it's looking more like the rapper was really on the money when he tried to warn about Hollywood's sinister underbelly. So, what did Kanye say? And how does it relate to Jamie's hospitalization? All the hot scoops are available in this video, so keep watching to find out. The Jamie Foxx illness. On Wednesday, April 12th, the entertainment world was rocked when news broke that Jamie Foxx had been hospitalized in Atlanta. According to reports at the time, Jamie had been in Atlanta working on a new Netflix film called Back in Action, which would also star Cameron Diaz. However, he suddenly suffered a medical emergency and immediately had to be taken to the hospital.
And he was taken to the hospital, and it was bad. Bad enough that family members from outside of Atlanta, there were some in Atlanta, but family members from outside flew in and rushed to the hospital to be by his side. We were told by sources that know that he was able to communicate as of last night, meaning that he wasn't communicating before.
Although Jamie had been seen filming Back in Action just a few days before the report broke, People magazine confirmed that he didn't suffer any health complications while on set. This would probably mean that whatever happened while Jamie was most likely at home or elsewhere. The family's update. A few days later, Jamie's daughter Corinne shared an update on the matter, confirming that he had been making some progress. In a statement shared on Instagram, Corinne said, "We wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication yesterday. Luckily, due to quick action and great care, he is already on his way to recovery. We know how beloved he is and appreciate your prayers. The family asks for privacy during this time." Despite confirming that her father has been recovering and is now doing better, it was pretty telling that Corinne herself didn't disclose the nature of his ailment in the first place. Some sources have claimed that Jamie must have suffered a stroke, while others said he had some stress-related challenges with the film. If that is true, it won't necessarily be surprising. The entire filming for Back in Action has been fraught with significant issues, with different reports citing that Jamie himself has been the subject of a fraud operation orchestrated by some crew members. In late March, the Daily Mail reported that production on Back in Action had grounded to a halt after a worker on the movie tried to involve Jamie in a $40,000 scam. A further report from The Sun confirmed that Jamie had even called the cops on the crew member after he found that the same guy had been involved in different scam attempts in the past with a specific target of wealthy celebrities. This film has been a bit of a nightmare, a source reportedly told The Sun, citing specific delays due to bad weather in the London location, as well as Jamie's seemingly erratic firing of different key employees. The source added, "One staffer has been sacked, and there are investigations after someone tried to get access to £33,000 in cash from Jamie Foxx. It sounds as though they tried to offer up a Rolex watch as part of the deal, but now there's an investigation into everything going on." The Daily Mail's report added that Jamie had a full-on meltdown on set, and that the entire thing was so toxic that Cameron Diaz, who hasn't acted since 2018 and was reportedly convinced by Jamie to return for this role, plans to quit acting altogether once the movie's filming has wrapped up. Jamie's complicated health issues. As soon as news of this hospitalization came to light, many fans began to raise eyebrows. After all, Jamie is one of the best-looking, fittest men in Hollywood. But there's also the possibility that this illness could be a mental health challenge. And when it comes to those, Jamie definitely has some history. Back in 2009, Jamie spoke about mental health in an interview, revealing that he had been drugged while he was studying music at the United States International University in San Diego. According to him, a fellow student had spiked his drink on a night out, causing him to accidentally ingest PCP. After the drug's effects knocked him out, Jamie was fortunately rushed to a hospital by a friend. Recalling the friend's care, Jamie said, "He stayed at the hospital with me. Then he took me back to the dorm and I was afraid of the dark, and he would talk to me every night and calm me down and say stuff like, 'You're okay. The demons aren't real.' He saved my life." Despite the fact that this interview happened over 20 years after the incident, Jamie explained that he still suffered flashbacks. "It felt like all of my fears were coming true and I was going crazy. I read up on PCP after it happened. It leaves a fingerprint and you can't get it out of your system. It happened to me when I was 18 and I had 11 months of harsh flashbacks. And then when I was 26, I had a flashback just like that, and another one when I was 32. And that was the last one, but I always worry about it coming back." Considering that mental health issues never really leave and Jamie is an incredibly busy man, it's understandable that he might have been incredibly stressed. The scam attempt and all could just be additional triggers. Kanye's speech. Is Jamie really being targeted? Now, while everyone's still waiting for an update on Jamie and his condition, fans have been buzzing and speculating about what could really be going on here. Why is it that he suddenly fell dangerously sick at the time of his movie's filming? Could it be that there's more to the story? Well, according to some fans, all of this could be somewhat connected to Kanye West's theories on Hollywood and the elite who controls the entertainment industry. Needless to say, Kanye and Jamie Foxx go way back.
I'm throwing a party for Puff. I throw all these parties at my crib. So I'm throwing a party for Puff and Jay-Z's there and Pharrell's a big party. And this kid walks in with a backpack on and his jaw is busted. And I said, "Who's that?" And they said, "That's Kanye West." I said, "What do you do?" They said, "He raps and he produces for Jay-Z." I said, "Well, everybody that comes to my house got to perform. I gotta see what this dude had." And he killed with this freestyle. It was amazing. I said, "Wow, boy, you gonna be famous, right?" He said, "I have a song that I think that you would be great on if we could go to the studio and do this song." I said, "Man, what? I'm trying to get in the music business. Let's go," because I wasn't in the music business.
That song ended up being Gold Digger, a 2005 track that really introduced Kanye to the world.
We go in the studio, and he says, the song goes, she says she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross. I say, I got it. She says she wants some Marvin Gaye and some... He said, "Yo, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, you don't know R&B. See, I'm an R&B singer. See, I got to put the R&B thing on it. See, I got to do that." He said, "Don't do that." He said, "Just sing it simple because it's, it's hip-hop." And I was like, "All right." So I left, and I went and did a bad movie, and I came back. I went and did a bad movie, and I came back.
You really did it, though.
It was terrible.
You really took a chance.
It was horrible. I do this bad movie, I come back, and I'm in Miami, and my boy was like, "Yo, remember that song you said was whack? It's #1 in
Now, if you recall, last year was quite the doozy for Kanye. He went on different rants, from taking shots at Jewish people who he believed to be running the world, to threatening the life of Pete Davidson, the comedian who was then dating his ex-wife Kim Kardashian. Kanye's antics got him in big trouble, with different brands terminating the relationship with him. However, while all of this was happening, the rapper continued to highlight what he believed to have been a concerted effort to target and silence him. In particular, Kanye appeared to be shedding light on the dark underbelly of Hollywood and how many celebrities and their family members tend to go missing without any trace or explanation.
That I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm appreciative.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. Out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God...
The idea that the entire entertainment industry is being run by a sinister group of people who can pretty much get rid of anyone isn't necessarily new. When talking about Martin Lawrence a few years ago, Dave Chappelle called out Hollywood's seemingly weird culture in an interview that many now make reference to.
We did Blue Streak, we were promoting it, and Martin had a stroke. He almost died. And then after that, I saw him, and I was like, "Oh my God, Martin, are you okay?" And he said, "I got the best sleep I ever got in my life." That's how tough he is. So let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, "They are trying to kill me"?
Yeah.
What's going on? Why is Dave Chappelle going to Africa? Why does Mariah Carey make a $100 million deal and take her clothes off on TRL? A weak person cannot get to sit here and talk to you. Ain't no weak people talking to you. So what is happening in Hollywood? Nobody knows. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy, is dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick.
Now pause and take a step back here, because a lot of people have also pointed out lines of similarities between Martin Lawrence and Jamie Foxx. Back in 1995, Martin was filming a comedy thriller titled A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. He reportedly suffered a mental breakdown and was hospitalized. However, about a year after his initial release, Martin suffered another episode, one which led to him being arrested after he was caught waving a gun at an intersection in Los Angeles. According to reports at the time, Martin had been screaming, "They're trying to kill me," while he was arrested. His PR agent claimed that he had suffered a breakdown due to dehydration and stress, but Dave Chappelle continued to call BS on that story. So, if that's the case, why is Jamie being targeted? Well, it might be because he recently spoke about Sean Diddy Combs and his penchant for throwing wild, hedonistic parties for Hollywood's freakiest people.
I'm following Puff, and his parties were like amazing. We were in Philly one day. I fly to Philly, town car, same business, go up. But Puff say this party, Playboy, this party right here, I see $1.5 million. I said, nigga, what? You spent $1.5 million on this party?
With Diddy recently being dogged by allegations of being gay, it's easy to see how this confession might rub him the wrong way. And with the man being a billionaire and all, he could have a solid reason to want to hurt Jamie. Still not convinced? Well, consider this. Just a few days after Jamie was hospitalized, reports confirmed that his stunt double had essentially taken his place on the set of Back in Action, and that filming on the project had already resumed. There are definitely a lot of questions to be asked here. For instance, why is it that the so-called Hollywood elites are trying to silence Jamie now? Does he have dirt on anyone? Could people really be after his life? Fans have been worried about the fact that Jamie, a man who for all everyone knew was in good health, suddenly got hospitalized with a condition so severe. Many people have pointed out the fact that there seem to be too many coincidences at this point, and that perhaps the dismissal of Kanye's claims last year might have been a bad call. One other aspect that seems to be bothering many fans is whether Jamie really is in safe hands, particularly following Kanye's speculation. At the moment, fans are really just hoping that Jamie is surrounded by the best people who have his best interests at heart. But what do you think about this one? Is there a sinister cabal of people trying to make Jamie Foxx disappear? And was Kanye onto something when he went on his explosive rant last year? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below.